so I guess I should lend a hand.
God damn it.
Hey, Nagito. What the hell happened to you? How come you're not talking like a lunatic anymore?
I've learned a valuable lesson. Ignorance is by far the greatest shame.
Huh? What do you mean?
Who cares?
God damn it.
Just tell us how the pillar was used to kill.
Well, first of all, the pillar itself is not enough. But when combined with a specific item, there's a way it could be possible.
A specific item?
Of course, the ultimate weapon.
Ultimate weapon?
Isn't that the thing you get when you clear the final dead room?
So, Nagito knows what the ultimate weapon is?
Of course I know, but I'm pretty sure everyone else has seen it, you know?
We've seen it?
That's right. You've seen it clearly. Because I, the one who has claimed dominion over evil, am the ultimate weapon.
Bruh.
I am he who cuts the insolent catalyst which flows out from the chaos with the sword of victory. It's only fitting that I deserve to be called the ultimate weapon.
No, you are far greater than the ultimate weapon, since you wield your 4 dark devas of destruction.
I don't know why, but I'm not liking this.
Cut the bullshit and say it clearly. What is the ultimate weapon?
In order to clarify that, we first need to solve the secret of the funhouse.
Huh? The secret of the funhouse?
You still don't realize it? Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you? Ah, I forgot. Except for Hajime, of course.
Bruh. Bro, really just expose us.
Except for Hajime?
If we make it out of this, I'll explain it to you guys.
Anyway, we must first clarify the secret of the funhouse. Then I think it must have something to do with the structure of the funhouse.
Bro out here exposing us. It's crazy.
Strawberry House leads to Strawberry Tower, and Grape House leads to Grape Tower. But in actuality, they are both the same building, and both houses are linked to the central tower. It is undeniable that such a sweet building structure is the secret of the funhouse.
Man,
Bruh.
not only does that make perfect sense, but Miss Sonia's beautiful voice is just so soothing.
Shut the hell up.
Faux show! I shall leave this matter to your discretion.
Not the first two, but wait a minute. It contradicts that. A full on 180. Yeah, it's a full on 180. I mean, why did the whole body do 180?
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
So that's the secret of the funhouse.
Is that really it? It's weird to say they're both the same place. I mean, the walls are different colors. And the designs on the floor are also different.
Yeah, we
We've
know that.
already settled this. Give it 10 years before you argue with Miss Sonia.
Sometimes we've been thinking the two towers are the same, yada yada yada.
In truth, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower are actually the exact same place.
Nah,
No, that's wrong.
no, it's not. Then why did it do a whole 180?
Both of those towers, are they really the same place?
Why are you asking that now? Do you harbor a grudge because my kingdom destroyed your homeland?
Hajime, I won't tolerate any sort of rebellion.
I mean, doesn't it seem strange? When we went to Grape Tower from Grape Hall, Nekomaru's body was in front of the door to Strawberry Hall. But when we went to Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall, his body was in front of the door to Grape Hall.
It's probably some kind of trick, like the floor rotating 180 degrees or something. If it is, then see? That means it could have passed as the exact same place, right?
Could it? Could it?
If so, then what? Do you seriously think such a simple answer is the correct answer?
Does that mean he's wrong?
Oops, I guess I've said too much.
If the floor didn't rotate, then that means we need to think about the structure of the building.
Again.
Bow down! Then how about this? Somebody moved Nekomaru's body.
While we were moving from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower? But we should have all been together during that time. Even if they tried to move the body inside the tower.
Then Monokuma did it. While we were moving, Monokuma quickly moved things around.
But Nekomaru's
sure?
body wasn't the only thing moved. Are you saying the broken pillar was moved too?
Are you sure?
If it is too heavy to carry, let them roll it.
Roll it. Roll it. You serious?
Just like if there is no bread, let them eat cake. There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Stop it.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the pillar, the body, he could have moved it all, easy as pie.
I know.
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the power of the futuristic the pillar, the body, he could have moved it all, easy as pie.
No, hold on.
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the power of the pillar, he could have moved it all, easy as pie.
Hold on.
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene.
Crap!
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong. Wielding the power of the pillar, the body, everything at the crime scene, he could have moved it all, easy as pie.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Yeah. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Damn it!
There are many different ways.
No.
The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
No, it's not. Hold on. Hold on.
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Damn it.
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. The pillar could have been rolled. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Wait, there we go.
There are many different ways. The body and the pillar could have been moved. And Nekomaru could have been moved piece by piece. I decree it was Monokuma's doing.
Get on my face.
Moving the body and the pillar in such a short time. That might be hard even for Monokuma, don't you think?
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly wielding the power of the pillar that he could have moved it all easy as pie.
Hold on. Let me lock in.
It seems you have forgotten. Monokuma is surprisingly strong.
Oh, wrong thing.
Wielding the power of the pillar, the body, everything at the crime.
Nope.
Allow me to cut through those words. Moving the body and pillar is possible, but it would have been impossible to move the oil on the floor.
Huh?
When the position of Nekomaru's body and the pillar changed, the oil surrounding his body moved too. Physically moving all of the oil like that is simply not possible, no matter how you look at it.
Then it's impossible to think it was moved.
I am terribly sorry. I cannot believe I got so fired up.
Nuh-uh, Sonia. Nuh-uh.
It's all right. A fired up Miss Sonia is awesome to watch.
Alright, holy glaze, bro.
So what really happened? Does that mean the two towers aren't the same building?
We can't be certain of that either. Not when the experiment involving the handbook I left on the tower floor was a complete success.
Yeah, the e-handbook was still there. That's why we thought the two towers were the same building.
If they're not the same building or two different buildings, then what are they?
No idea.
The mystery tells us we need to do the funhouse. We didn't have enough clues to solve that mystery. The only thing we do is rely on the one person who has it.
Hey, Nagito. I thought it would come to this. I knew my... Fine. I'll tell you guys a big hint that can help you solve the secret of the funhouse.
Give us the answer, not a friggin' hint.
But then it wouldn't mean anything. I need you guys to do this class trial properly. It's also important for me because it will help me determine something.
Determined? Is he talking about the traitor? Okay, why didn't I get to say that all of a sudden? Does something happen to him?
But how do we know your hint is any good? It's suspicious that you're the only one who knows it.
I have a good reason for that. The reason I'm the only one who knows it is because I was the only one who performed the appropriate act.
Oh yeah. That's running game.
I see!
You're talking about the final dead room, right? You cleared the life-threatening game there and found something, didn't you?
That's right. The hint is what I saw after I cleared it. In the depths of the final dead room, there was a hidden room surrounded by concrete, and there, a small conspicuous window waited, all by itself. From that window, I saw some very strange scenery.
Strange scenery?
Instead of explaining it, it might be faster just to show you. At an opportune time, I found a perfect camera in the final dead room.
You took a picture?
Yep.
Easy, she was small picture chemicals in her pocket.
See? This is it.
He said that he showed a peculiar picture.
Let me explain it to you again. I took this picture on the first floor of Strawberry House, from the secret room within the final dead room. But don't you think it's weird? If the funhouse's structure is what you guys have been thinking, then there's lots of things that don't make sense in this picture, right? Then let's begin. Shall I call it thinking time?
Bro, you are not Monokuma. Shut the hell up. What's up with the... Hold on. What's up with the trees? Hold on. Hold on. The trees look oddly weird. Still. The damn trees.
Here!
Why do the trees look different than the others?
You said this photo was taken from the hidden room inside the final dead room, right? If that's the case, then that means it should have been taken from the first floor of Strawberry House.
Yeah, it should have been.
Then, this is definitely strange.
What's up with the trees?
This photo doesn't look like it was taken from the first floor. The angles suggest it was taken from higher up.
I see. And is that it?
Is there other contradictions contained in it? I wonder what they could be. It doesn't make sense. Oh. Hold on. Wait. Obviously the tower's here, and obviously these trees. What's up with the sky?
Here! If the structure of the funhouse is what we thought it was, Grape House and Strawberry House should link to the tower in the middle, which means if you're viewing the tower from Strawberry House, you should see Grape House behind it. But in this photo, I don't see anything behind the tower. No shadow, no shape, no Grape House at all.
That's right. Good call. In summary, this is the truth contained in this photo. The first floor of Strawberry House is located in a high area, and Grape House is not behind the tower.
It's not? Are you saying that Grape House is merely an illusion spell cast by Monokuma's cursed eye?
From this point on, do your own thinking. Now that you've finally met the same requirements as me, if you guys are truly symbols of hope, you can easily solve a simple mystery like this. It might be possible for Hajime to solve it too, even though he's just a normal high school student. Despite the fact that you don't have a real talent, you already know about the other clue.
The other clue? Oh yeah, how he appears so suddenly. Because I showed up.
You're referring to when you suddenly appeared on the second floor of Grape House, right?
I'm asking you just to be safe. At the time, where do you think I came from?
The top floor, right?
Such sharp eyes. So you realized it already?
Top floor. So the third floor?
But the Monokuma archive should be the only room on the third floor of Grape House.
What does it mean?
Alright, let's do this. We got this in the bag. Logic dive time. Logic dive. Alright, let's lock in. Come on, Hajime. Oh! Whoa! You freaking ding dong. Okay. Cut it. Ow. Question 1. Discover heroes don't exist. Of course they exist. The hell? So they do exist, obviously. But who's gonna be that much of an idiot? down a bit. Slow down a bit. Strawberry house. Ah, they're different buildings. Because based on the picture, they're different buildings. Oh, okay, never mind. Oh, never mind. Okay, never mind. They're the same building, but then. Okay. Understandable. You got it. What the hell? Oh my god, I can't even see the spikes. Let me see them once they appear. Question number 3. How is Strawberry House? I want to say vertically. I'm going to say vertically. Hey, we got it. So they connected. So they go up. But then how they... Oh, so that means it goes... Never mind.
It's all coming together. Got it. I know the secret of the funhouse.
Then let me hear it. What kind of answer will you give, I wonder?
In the picture Nagito took from Strawberry House, I didn't see Grape House at all. So where did Grape House go? There was only one possibility. It was in a position where it couldn't be seen from Strawberry House. Which means Strawberry House and Grape House are in the same building, but on different floors.
Same building, different floors?
Then the two houses aren't two different 3-story buildings. They're actually one 6-story building?
If you think about it like that, based on Nagito's picture, it's clear where Strawberry House is located.
The floor above.
I see! On top of Grape House. That's where Strawberry House is located. Because of that, the photo taken from the first floor of Strawberry House was at a high angle. Altogether, this means the first floor of Strawberry House is also the 4th floor above Grape House.
Oh, snap! I never expected that the two houses were connected vertically.
But what about the shape of the building? The two houses were completely different shapes.
Strawberry House is 4-sided, and Grape House is 6-sided, right?
It never occurred to us that they were the same building because it was structured with two different shapes. A quadrilateral and a hexagon, overlaid atop each other to misdirect how we would perceive them. And it worked, didn't it? Disregarding the tower, we fully believed the two houses were two separate, distinct buildings.
In order to conceal the unique design of the funhouse, Monokuma put us to sleep so we couldn't look at the outside of the building when he brought us to it.
You've just been Kuma'd! Don't you think a building full of so many surprises totally deserves to be called a fun house?
Then it's true? The building was really like that?
That's right! Those two houses exist on different floors in the same building!
Constructing a building like that on your own without my knowledge? How horrible!
Then what about the towers? Are they arranged vertically just like the houses?
Yeah, Strawberry Tower and Grape Tower should have also been different floors inside the same building. Just like Strawberry House was on top of Grape House, Strawberry Tower was also on top of Grape Tower.
However, if they're different floors within the same building, why was Nekomaru's body in both places?
Aw, your precious hammies don't know? But it's so simple. Alrighty then. I'll be the one who solves this mystery in a flash. Please watch me, Miss Sonia.
Holy glaze! What is this glaze, bro?
Oh, I see.
I'll definitely make her watch me.
Okay, glaze. Oh, unintended glaze, bro.
Hurry up, dumbass!
One of the bodies in one of the towers was actually a dummy.
No, that's
Get
not.
out of here. That's wrong.
Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy. That can be proven by Kazuichi's account.
Me?
Remember? When we moved from Grape Tower to Strawberry Tower, we thought the body had moved. And that's when you said,
Got the parts that correctly arranged so the body all moves too.
right up until that moment, you were disassembling Nekomaru's body at Grape Tower. The killer couldn't have known how you'd take apart his body, so they couldn't have built a dummy.
Unless Kazuichi was the one who built the dummy, then it would be a different story.
Miss Sonia, that's a pretty harsh joke. You are joking, right?
It's alright. Kazuichi is not the killer. If he was, he wouldn't have fixed the elevator or the button in Strawberry Hall. It'd be much more convenient for the killer if it stayed broken.
I see. That is disappointing.
I'm even more disappointed.
However, even if Nekomaru's body wasn't a dummy, it's meaningless if we don't have the important answer.
The reason Nekomaru's body was in both towers, even though it was supposed to be on different floors.
Maybe it was simply moved?
The body moved to a different floor?
Alright, we got
You
this.
can't think of a device like that? A device that moves things to different floors in the same building?
Oh. Alright, let's do this. We got this. We got this in the bag. Just don't mess it up. Where's my E at? L? Where's my L? Where's the L at? That's a T. Where's the L? That's a bunch of V's. And then give me my other E. What? Elevator.
I got it! You must be talking about an elevator.
What? Are you saying Nekomaru's body was transported using an elevator?
Where the hell is this elevator anyway?
It's the tower itself. The inside of the tower is one big elevator. Which means the tower was designed so that the whole room goes up and down like an elevator.
Dun, dun, dun.
So whether you enter from Strawberry Hall or Grape Hall, it all leads to the same room, right?
So that's why we could only enter it from one side or the other.
Now that you mention it, sometimes when I pressed the door button, it took a while for it to open.
I see. We were basically waiting for the room to arrive, just like an elevator.
Please hold on. If the inside of the whole tower ascends and descends like an elevator, then why is there a picture of a strawberry on the far back door when you enter from Grape Tower? And a picture of a grape on the far back door when you enter from Strawberry Tower.
If the room just moves up and down like an elevator, there's no reason for the doors to chain.
Plus, after the incident, the far back door in Grape Tower had chains wrapped around it, right? But when we entered Strawberry Tower, those chains were gone.
Not just that, but if I remember correctly, even the doorknob was broken off.
There are too many strange things. Was that tower really an elevator?
When you see people and things, make sure you focus on the good parts instead of the bad.
What did you say?
So, let's put aside what's changed and focus our attention on what hasn't.
Why do we have to do that?
It's fine. Come on.
The thing that didn't change when we moved between the towers includes the body, the pillar, and the oil. We've been talking about this stuff for a while now. There should be anything strange about them, not even with the elevator. Oh yeah, they were all on the floor. What?
I see! Is it safe to say that all the items on the floor didn't change?
And?
And?
Why did the picture on the far back door change? If you can figure that out, you'll have the answer. The reason is because that elevator has something unique about it.
Dun, dun, dun. Only the floor
I
moves.
see! So that's it. The elevator was designed so only the floor moved.
Only the floor moved?
Which means the whole room wasn't an elevator, only the floor was. That's why we saw different doors in each tower. Which means on the first floor of Grape Tower, the door on the far back wall had a strawberry design. And on the fourth floor, which was Strawberry Tower, a different door on the far back wall had a grape design.
Then, where do the different floors lead?
I want to say they lead outside, but they're probably just for show.
Just for show? Why was something like that necessary?
So we'd falsely believe that the doors were connected to where their picture signified. It was actually very effective. Because of that, we totally misunderstood the building's structure.
I don't get it. But I guess it means whoever designed this building had a totally twisted personality.
Did you hear that, mon ami?
Don't blame this on me. Take responsibility for yourself.
Then I'll take responsibility and gently...
Like, there's no way that's gonna happen. Stop with the tasteless jokes.
By the way, what does the chain on the far back door in Grape Tower mean?
It was probably wrapped there by the killer to keep us as far from Strawberry Tower as possible.
Why?
Because of that chain. You guys thought you couldn't enter there, right? The killer destroyed the Strawberry Hall button, so we'd stay away from Strawberry Tower. Everything was done to tamper with the evidence, so we wouldn't find out about the secret of the funhouse. The appearance of a body in the tower would contradict what we thought we knew about the building. In that situation, if we'd gone to Strawberry Tower, we'd have seen that contradiction firsthand. And using that as a clue, we might have discovered the truth. The truth that the two houses and the two towers are actually one complete vertical building. The killer wanted to keep us from learning that. That's why they made us stay away from Strawberry Tower.
They destroyed the button and wrapped a chain around the door just for that?
Would it really have inconvenienced the killer if we learned the true structure of the building?
It would have been a major inconvenience. After all, this funhouse is strongly connected to the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru.
Hold on. You're progressing much too quickly. There's still a contradiction concerning the building structure.
What a pain. It's fine already.
Gundham, please proceed.
You said earlier that Strawberry House and Grape House are connected vertically, right? If so, how does the contact elevator supposedly transport us from one house to the other? If that elevator moves vertically, then when your back is facing the elevator, both towers should be on the same side. But does this reflect reality? Inside Grape House, Grape Hall is on your right when your back is to the elevator. And inside Strawberry House, Strawberry Hall is on your left when your back is to the elevator. Which means the houses are on exact opposite sides of the tower. Answer me, fiend! What does this mean?
What does this mean?
What does it mean? What does it mean? What does it mean? Looking like a fiend. What I wanna be. No, wait. Oh yeah, cause Nagito told Kazuichi to hold a compass, and then hold on, we locked in. It does a full 180. Elevated does a full 180. Hold on. We gotta look at the evidence. Contact elevator. Lock. Okay. Yeah, it's spun at 180 degrees. Hold up.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
However, at both houses, if the contact elevator is behind you, the towers are in opposite directions.
Which means your reasoning.
It's clearly contradictory.
What's with this iron curtain of teamwork?
Hold on. We're cooked. Hold on, we're cooking. Hold up, we're cooking. Give me a second. Vertically, not horizontally. No, it's not. No, it's just
The two houses are connected.
The elevator should move.
Vertically, not horizontally.
Nah, incorrect. It does a full 180.
No, that's wrong.
The elevator wasn't just moving vertically. Isn't that right, Kazuichi?
Huh? Me?
Come on. You used the elevator while you were holding that compass Nagito gave you, right?
Ah, that.
Dun, dun, dun,
Yeah,
dun.
it was pretty strange. From start to finish, somehow the compass needle rotated 180 degrees.
Rotated 180 degrees?
Meaning, as the elevator moved between the two houses, it also rotated 180 degrees. It was probably following the building's perimeter as it rotated to the other side, which means the exit would be on the opposite side once you arrived at the other house, right?
And thanks to that, the tower we saw on our right side when we arrived at Grape House appeared on our left side when we were at Strawberry House.
An elevator that rotates while it moves. Is that even possible? It's like something from an amusement park.
Well, a funhouse is an amusement park attraction, you know. And since the building doesn't really need to be structurally practical, it makes for some splendid fun.
That's not splendid at all. You're inhuman.
You say I'm inhuman, but I'm just a bear. So I was never human to begin with. I'm different from these Holy humans!
So we're done with the secret of the funhouse, right? Then let's start talking about the important stuff. What's the ultimate weapon that killed Nekomaru? And how'd they combine it with the pillar?
Huh? You still don't know what the ultimate weapon is yet? It's
What is the octagon? I haven't heard.
Oh my... As long as you know what an octagon means, you can solve this simple mystery.
Literally an 8-figure shape.
I see!
Each
If
side.
I recall, an octagon is a shape with...
I didn't expect you to know that. For a substitute reserve course student, you're quite knowledgeable. I guess I should continue listening. Where is the place befitting of the name Octagon?
This is octagon. Shouldn't it be like right here?
Here!
You're talking about the secret room surrounded by concrete in the depths of the final dead room.
Why is that place the octagon?
You know how the 4-sided strawberry house is on top of the 6-sided grape house? If you cut a 4-sided shape out of a 6-sided one, you get 8 edges. It becomes an 8-sided shape.
That's basically the gist of it. The true identity of the octagon is that secret room in the depths of the final dead room. In actuality,
Then the ultimate weapon was there?
that's a little different. I learned the true identity of the ultimate weapon at the octagon.
Learned?
The true identity of the ultimate weapon is the funhouse, which means the killer used the building structure as their weapon and killed Nekomaru. Like me, the killer probably realized the secret of the funhouse from the scenery, and then thought of a way to kill making use of the building structure.
The funhouse itself is the weapon, so they killed using the build.
That's why the killer tried to keep us from learning the mystery of the building. But more importantly, using the building itself as a weapon? Such a spectacular crime. It truly deserves to be called the ultimate weapon.
Bro. Alright, cool. You know what? We're gonna skip this real quick. We're skipping this. We're just continuing straight to the trial. No. There you go.
I never expected the funhouse itself to be the ultimate weapon. Oh well, let's just press on ahead.
Is it really alright to accept a situation so easily?
I mean, that's not what's important. The thing that's really important is the killer who used the building structure. Like, who's Mekomaru's murderer?
But is it really okay to believe the building is the weapon? Nagito said it, you know.
There's no way I'd lie at such an important moment. I don't want to die either.
What happened to the bastard who kept saying how much they didn't mind dying?
He's right. There was a time when I thought I could become a stepping stone for your hopes, but I will sincerely retract that remark.
Retract?
I'm disappointed too, you know. If this was a murder for the sake of hope, I'd happily sacrifice myself.
You say such falsehoods, per usual. There is no such thing as murder for the sake of hope. Murder is simply murder.
That's true.
Forcibly sacrificing others for one's own desires. Even one as diabolical as I would avoid such actions.
I see.
It's fine. Let's just leave him alone and find out who killed Coach Nekomaru as fast as we can. Just so you know, it's not like I'm getting hungry or anything, you know.
That sounds like a badass liar.
Akane, you were drooling waterfalls?
Anyway, if the killer used the building structure, why don't we think about how they used it?
How they killed Nekom...
It might be better if we clarify the cause of death first, don't you think?
No. Well, it's probably death, huh? Wait a minute. If we think about it like that, wouldn't that mean he fell? Because of his weight?
I see! That's it. I think he might have died from falling.
Died from falling?
If the funhouse's secret is that it's a structure where both towers and houses are vertically connected, then the killer made use of its height and caused Nekomaru to die from falling.
Are you saying they pushed him off? Where'd they push him off from?
That I don't know yet.
Don't just make... Where in that building would you even be able to push someone off in the first place?
It might be possible in the tower. You could push him off the 4th floor when the elevator is on the 1st floor.
Did you forget how the elevator functions? When it's on the 1st floor, the door on the 4th floor won't open.
Saying he died from falling is truly incorrect. You should burn in the flames of hell.
Nuh-uh.
But my gut is going crazy right now.
Oh. Wait a minute. Wait, so the killer used the goodnight button and then just pushed him off. And then tied him up. What?
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor, can you?
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from up there.
Then, how about this? After locking Nekomaru inside the elevator, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor and made use of the drop.
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside, the other door won't open. Which means the elevator wouldn't have moved either.
That must be the threshold of that elevator.
When the elevator is on the 1st floor, you can't go through the door on the 4th floor.
It'd be impossible to shove off the victim from...
Then, how about after locking Nekomaru inside they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the... and made use of the drop.
Hold on. Did you forget the elevator has a sensor? As long as there's a moving object inside.
No, that's wrong!
You forgot his goodnight button, bro.
That sensor should only work if something is moving. If Nekomaru wasn't moving inside, the elevator sensor wouldn't have detected anything.
Could it be his sleep mode?
When Nekomaru's goodnight button is pressed, all of his functions shut down, and he enters sleep mode. If he's in sleep mode, the elevator sensor wouldn't have noticed him, right?
I see. So that's how...
However, even if they moved the elevator in that manner, Nekomaru would have just moved along with it. There would have been no drop for him to fall and die from. Yes?
That's what I was about to explain before Kazuichi interrupted me.
Silence, pest!
Now you're calling me a pest?
Oh, tying the wire to the doorknob. Alright, bet. We locked.
If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious.
No.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
No.
What about the oil on the floor?
No.
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Oh no.
How about we all shut up and listen to what Chiaku has to say?
Silence, pest!
Don't. What if I start to enjoy it?
Okay. You know what? Hold on.
If
You
you
have to-
arrange it a certain
you have to
way, you can
do-
cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement...
The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Hold on.
If If you arrange it a certain way, you can cause the drop within the...
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement...
The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Bruh. God damn it. I thought I cooked. Hold on. I thought I cooked. It's strange.
You can cause the drop within the elevator.
So you're telling us all to think about the arrangement, right?
That arrangement is...
The hammer is suspicious.
Isn't it about time we went over the pillar again?
What about the oil on the floor?
The doorknob on the floor seems suspicious.
Thank you.
I agree with that.
Jesus.
Didn't the doorknob have scrape marks on it? That might have been where it got scraped by the wire.
Is that the same wire that was tied around Nekomaru?
The tip of that wire was tied into a loop. If the elevator moved while that loop part hung from the doorknob...
If they did something like that, he would have been suspended in midair.
That's right. He was suspended in midair.
Huh?
The killer tied up Nekomaru with the wire while he was in sleep mode. Tied the tip of the wire into a knot and hung it on the doorknob to the 4th floor. With that, they moved the elevator from the 4th floor to the 1st floor of Grape Tower. And suspended Nekomaru in midair.
That's right! He was so well hung! Kinda like...
You better not finish that sentence.
The killer took advantage of the elevator's unique feature. Only the floor moves. By doing that, they created a drop so Nekomaru could fall to his death.
Too easy.
Kazuichi, shut up.
So what if they created a drop? There's no way you can make him fall and die with just that.
Oh,
What?
yeah.
Nekomaru is suspended in midair like that. Because if he's suspended in midair, he won't die if he doesn't actually fall.
Oh, yeah, his alarm clock.
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a wire, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that. Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a... How would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off.
Okay.
There's no way they could do that.
Ah, goddamn.
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a wire, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
Hey. Oh, hold on. Oops.
Even if they suspended Nekomaru from a wire, how would they make him fall? There's no one in the tower to push him off. There's no way they could do that.
There you go.
It doesn't mean someone had to push him off. It's possible that he fell on his own.
What? Nekomaru fell on his own? What? Nekomaru should have still been in sleep mode, right?
Nope.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Alarm clock time.
What do you think would happen if Nekomaru woke up while he was suspended upside down in midair?
What are you saying? Like, how would he even wake up?
He has an alarm inside his body. As long as it was armed, it would have deactivated his sleep mode. Which means the killer set the alarm before they suspended Nekomaru.
You woke up from an alarm and realized you were hanging upside down and had no clue why. If something like that happened to you, you would start panicking a lot, right? Instinctively, your body would start moving. Nekomaru probably did exactly that.
And then, in order to make him fall from the force he was generating, the wire was hung on the tip of the doorknob so it would easily slip off. In actuality, the scrape marks caused by the wire were near the tip of the doorknob, right?
But Nekomaru didn't fall because the wire came off, right?
He fell because the entire doorknob came off.
When Nekomaru awoke, he must have struggled much more than expected, which caused the doorknob to break off.
Was that unexpected for the killer too?
Well, that's probably it. If they knew it'd leave behind evidence like that, they would have at least tried to do something to cover it up.
In that case, I should use my full power. Ooh. Not yet. Here comes the incredible strength of 1 million horsepower. Raising the creaking to break out the doorknob, but stuck with it. That's really what it was. That's the clue Nekomaru left for us to find.
I see. So that's how Nekomaru fell to his death.
Do you finally understand now?
Yeah. It appears it's just as Miss Sonia said.
Da-da-da-da.
I'm just a pest. Isn't that right, Miss Sonia?
No,
Whoa.
I believe you gave your all.
Hey! Why aren't you teasing me anymore?
This guy, he gets off on this.
So thanks to that alarm, Nekomaru ended up falling while he was still hanging upside down. That doesn't mean he just crashed straight into the floor. Of course, you know that too, right?
Yeah, he collided with the pillar. What?
I see.
When Nekomaru fell to the floor, he ended up colliding with the pillar. Isn't that it?
Finally, the pillar!
So that's how the pillar shattered, and why oil was spilled all over the place.
See, I told you the pillar was the weapon. My gut was totally right.
Well, the pillar was a bonus. It's not even clear if the killer intended that, or if it was just a coincidence.
At this point, it is quite difficult to find a clue that will lead to the killer.
Then what about the alarm? I'm positive the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. And if we map it out from there...
Hold on, baby gangsta.
Stop calling me baby gangsta!
Baby gangster. That was funny.
What'd you just say? Did you say the alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.?
You didn't check it yourself? Nekomaru's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nah, that's impossible. Because even though I slept in a little, I still got to the tower at 7 in the morning.
Now that you mention it, so did I. There was no way I could be late for Monokuma Tai Chi, so I left for Grape Tower before 7 a.m.
And if we found Nekomaru's body there, it would have been before the 7:30 a.m. alarm went off.
It appears yet another contradiction has been birthed. How were you able to discover Nekomaru died?
That's what I want to know!
There's definitely be a clue somewhere.
We headed for Grape Tower before 7 a.m., I am certain.
But the alarm inside Nekomaru's chest was set for 7:30 a.m.
Nekomaru died because of that alarm, right?
His time of death and the time the body, one of those must be an illusion.
The killer probably did some They probably messed with the clock inside Nekomaru's chest.
What up? There you go, Jesus.
No, that's wrong.
It's an
No,
extremely
the clock
accurate
inside
clock.
his chest was a radio clock, so it would have been impossible to mess with.
So you're saying there's no way the killer could have tampered with the clock?
Maybe the clock Miss Sonia saw was the one that got tampered with.
The clock inside Grape House?
No, I checked all the clocks inside the funhouse.
Oh, that's what I asked you to do. So you really listened to me and checked all the clocks.
And because of that, I can confidently declare that all the clocks had the same time displayed.
If there's no possibility that the time was tampered with, then we must doubt that human's testimony.
Please believe me, we are not lying.
Then maybe it's a misunderstanding?
I never misunderstand. I'll crush you into dog food.
What? Hamlet condition and doubt their testimonies. We doubt the clock. I don't think something was done. But what was it? I'm pretty sure the clock says 100% been tampered with. Because there's no way the clock has not been tampered with. Question 1. What did Hajime and the others time? Oh, the time of the building. Yeah, they misunderstood the time of the building. Slow down a bit, so we won't fall off. Ooh, that was risky. I was gonna say, which clock is tampered with? Pretty sure the building clock. Yeah, because the time got misunderstood, and the building clock got misunderstood. Because Nekomaru's clock is accurate, extremely accurate. There's no way Nekomaru's clock would be tampered. Now question 3. Which house had the wrong time? I'm pretty sure both houses, no? Yeah, both houses got tampered with. Alright, we cooked.
It's all coming together. You said you checked all the clocks inside the building. Isn't that right, Fuyuhiko?
Yeah, none of the clocks had the wrong time.
But what if all those clocks have been messed with?
What? All the clocks?
So even if you checked all the clocks inside the building, there's no way you'd have noticed it.
I see. So the killer messed with the time inside the whole building by changing all the clocks.
So that's what it was. There's no way I would have noticed that.
This is truly fantastic!
Now's not the time to be pleased. More importantly, how much was the time off?
Wait, so that means... Oh, let's look at the evidence. Kane's account, rumbling noise at 5:30. Fujiko saw it at 5. Wall clock 5:30 rang. Okay. False alarm timer. Contact elevator isn't too much. Okay.
Then we can only rely on Nekomaru's radio clock.
The time of death was clearly 7:30 a.m.
Uh-huh.
The problem is, what time in our time?
Are there any clues that can be used to narrow that?
If only I heard the sound when he fell.
There we go.
I agree with that.
Luckily, we heard it. Hajime heard it. I heard it.
That's right. We should have heard the sound he made when he fell. Wasn't it that rumbling noise?
Rumbling?
I thought it was just an earthquake, so I went back to sleep. Was that the sound from when Nekomaru fell?
Well, a huge body fell from the 4th floor to the 1st, and the pillar fell with it. It's obvious we'd hear the impact sound.
We heard that noise too.
It was when we were gathered at the Strawberry House Lounge. What is it, Sonia?
Oh, well. That sound everyone heard? I did not hear it at all.
Yeah. She
You
was
probably
sleeping
didn't hear it because you were sleeping.
I could not sleep at all. I was awake the whole night with hunger pangs.
There's nothing to worry about. What's important is that rumbling noise anyway.
Rumble. Rumble.
If we use that rumbling sound as a reference, we might be able to figure out how much our time was off.
I heard that sound probably around 5:30 in the morning.
Huh? You can tell?
I instantly woke up and left my room. And that's when I saw the clock in the lounge.
Excellent work, Akane.
The rumbling sound here at 30 a.m. Can't tell how much time was off. It's literally right in front of me. Oh yeah, 2 hours.
I see! Nekomaru's alarm went off at 7:30, and if we heard the sound of his impact at 5:30, that means our time was off by 2 hours.
2 hours? That much?
We were starving pretty bad though. There's no way we would have noticed.
Plus, the funhouse has no windows. And there weren't any Monokuma announcements either.
However, for what reason did the killer alter our perception of time?
The reason is obvious. So they can lure out just Nekomaru.
Lure out only Nekomaru?
If you messed with the clocks and used a specific thing, you definitely get Nekomaru to the tower alone, right? From there, the killer's plan was a splendid success. That's all it means.
Besides messing with a specific thing. What do they mess around with? Wouldn't it be like Monokuma Tai Chi?
I see!
Yeah, Monokuma Tai Chi, look.
That's it. The killer made use of the Monokuma Tai Chi activity in the morning.
How did they use it?
We were required to go to Great Tower every morning at 7 a.m. for that activity, right? But if they mess with all the clocks inside the building, what would that do to us?
We wouldn't be able to attend on time, but that wouldn't affect Nekomaru. His radio clock had the exact time.
That's right. In doing so, the killer was able to lure him to the tower by himself at the precise time.
Then, when I witnessed Nekomaru early in the morning,
If I recall, you witnessed Nekomaru around 5 a.m., and if that time was also 2 hours off, it should have been 7 a.m. Yeah, that's pretty much it. At that time, he was heading over to Monokuma Tai Chi, right on schedule.
I see. Now that I think about it, I realize what Monokuma meant when he said those words.
Too early. He didn't even ask you yet.
This is outrageous. I honestly didn't expect everyone to ditch Monokuma Tai Chi. It turned out like this after all, so I guess it couldn't be helped.
When you said everyone, you were including us, right? We thought we came to the tower on time, but in truth, it was way past the meeting time.
Ah, jeez! That's, well, how should I put it? What was it? You know, tripping over a foot, or something like that.
Are you
Excuses.
talking about tripping over someone else's spot?
Wrong! Too bad!
Liar!
That's not it!
That's definitely...
Let's just ignore the peanut gallery. Now that we've found out how the killer lured Nekomaru, the number of suspects has drastically decreased.
Hey, Why would that decrease the number of suspects? Don't be a friggin' liar!
You'll know I'm not lying when you listen to what Fuyuhiko's going to say next.
Huh? What the hell do you mean?
You witnessed Nekomaru going toward the tower. Did something else happen after that?
Are you talking about that alarm?
Alarm?
A little while after I witnessed Nekomaru, the clock in the Strawberry House lounge started going off. Plus, it was just before that rumbling sound occurred. That's it. If Nekomaru died when the rumble happened, then whoever doesn't have an alibi at the time is the prime suspect.
Really? Was there anyone who didn't have an alibi at that time?
I remember now. The sound was so loud I couldn't help bolting from my room. But there was one guy who never left the lounge. We were both on the same floor. It's pretty weird that bastard never came out of his guest room.
Which means that person does not have an alibi for when Nekomaru fell?
Who isn't? Who's the bastard?
That was after that time, right? Hold on. I wonder who it is. Oh yeah, Nagito. Goddamn Nagito, you freaking idiot.
You're the only one! The one who wasn't there. It's you, right, Nagito?
That's right. Nagito wasn't there. It was just me, Gundham, and Fuyuhiko.
You didn't come out, even though the alarm was going off like crazy. You weren't in your room, were you?
If that's the case, where were you?
Please, say something!
If you don't hurry up and answer, I'm gonna suicide dive you!
If I may be frank, even if I wanted to go to the lounge, I couldn't.
You couldn't? What do you mean?
It's merely the foolish talk.
Not only did I not hear the alarm, I never even heard that rumbling sound.
You're definitely fucking lying.
However, that is also true for me. It is obvious that I did not hear the alarm in Strawberry House, but I did not hear the rumbling sound either. Is that not strange? I mean, everyone else heard it.
To be honest, it's not just them. The same goes for me too. I was in a pretty deep sleep, so I thought that's why I couldn't hear it. But it wasn't that. I probably couldn't hear it at all.
Couldn't hear it? What does that mean?
You still don't know. Think about what the three of us who didn't hear a sound have in.
Oh, the rooms! 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 The freaking rooms! The rooms! The rooms! The freaking rooms! Deluxe rooms, looking like a room, looking like a boom. Hey, what you tryna do? Sucker, get a crew. Yeah, y'all were in the rooms with the deluxe. Deluxe. That was my deluxe freaking rooms. Get a freaking room. What you tryna do? You tryna suck it, eat a do. Where's the L's? The L. Oh, there you are. Deluxe. The L, U. deluxe rooms.
I got it!
The higher tier rooms.
Nagito, Sonia, and Chiaki, the three of you were staying in deluxe rooms, right? If I recall, the deluxe rooms are...
Completely soundproof. Questions are rare as a color grade. Nothing soundproof and excellent air conditioning. Generally, solution information is strictly decent, becoming severe airflow and blackouts.
The reason we could not hear the rumbling noise.
That's right. It was because the deluxe rooms have superior sound insulation. You actually noticed that. Nice catch, Hajime. Are you using your ultimate reserve core? Now then, you guys must understand by now, right? The true identity.
Hold on a sec. Why does that lead to who the killer is?
Why? Well,
Decisive factor?
Somehow I feel like I understand what Nagito means. Like Among Us. Right tomorrow. Where you at?
You're the only one! Gundam, there's something I want to ask you. When the alarm rang at the Strawberry House Lounge, you rushed over there too, right?
What's wrong with that? If the bell of catastrophe rings throughout the night, it is the universe's providence to stop it.
Why were you able to hear it?
Hear what?
I mean, you were also staying in a deluxe room, right? Nagito was staying in a deluxe room in the same house on the same floor, and he couldn't even hear it. So why were you able to hear that alarm?
Now that you mention it...
Gundam?
There's only one possibility. You weren't in your room at the time. That's why, even though you were staying in a deluxe room, you still went to the lounge. Am I right?
Gundam, you have some sort of explanation, right?
Gundam probably couldn't return to his room because of Fuyuhiko.
Me?
After you saw Nekomaru heading to the tower, you stayed at the lounge for a while. Am I correct? Until the moment that alarm started ringing, right? If you were in the lounge for that long, the killer who had left earlier obviously wouldn't be able to go back.
Even though Mekamaru's murder was a death trap that utilized the alarm in his chest, the killer still needed to prepare the murder in advance.
Like putting Nekomaru in sleep mode and tying him up with the wire.
In order to do that, the killer needed to be waiting for Nekomaru at the tower. Which means when Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru, the killer was already at the tower.
And once they tried to go back, they couldn't because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
In their original plan, the killer should have returned to their room before the alarm in the lounge went off. And they were supposed to stay in their room. They weren't planning to come out and go to the lounge.
Which means they wouldn't have heard the alarm or the rumbling sound, thus proving they were in the room.
Just like us.
The best case scenario would have been if those two in the lounge had gone to check the deluxe room. After all, if they personally saw the killer sleeping in their room, it gives the killer a stronger alibi. Unfortunately, they failed to secure that alibi.
Because I was in the lounge.
So the killer couldn't go back to their room, and ended up hearing the lounge's alarm.
But why'd you come out? You should have hid till the excitement died down.
If Gundam tried to hide, and if those two went to his room to check on him, he would have been found out. That would have been the worst possible outcome. That's why he couldn't just stay hidden.
If those two had just checked the deluxe rooms as planned, that would have been ideal, but... how ironic. The moment Fuyuhiko set foot in the lounge, your plan was doomed.
Gundam? Please, can you at least say something?
Now you're cooked.
Answer me this. Including myself in my 4 dark devas of destruction, how many ears do we possess?
Huh?
The answer is 10. That's right, I possess 10 ears.
2, 4, 6, 8, 12.
That means I have 5 times the hearing of a normal human. The soundproof system here may as well not exist.
Is that you, bastard?
Do not pass. At the time, I left my room to go to the bathroom. By coincidence, I heard the alarm. That's right. That's all it was.
Are you saying it was just a coincidence?
And yet, I'm being suspected by all of you. It seems it was actually horrible timing on my part.
I see. You're still holding out. Well, you don't have to admit it. We're going to decide who the... So, why don't we just go ahead?
Hold on a sec.
You know, Hajime, this class trial, this killing, it's mere...
Hey! What do you mean the class trial is just the opening act?
Perhaps I should say, it's just a farce. Just a boring farce. Seriously.
Nagito. At some point... What?
Well,
Horisoda!
but he's con...
Gundam!
In fact, I shall deny the very basis. Since the based on... I hope from... Although going...
I see.
As I... Plus, if so, for these...
And what's wrong with the...
However,
Okay, no, incorrect.
that elevator was the only means of travel between the 2 houses. As long as that elevator was broken, your assumption collapses.
Plus, the elevator was broken at Grape House.
If the killer cannot return to Strawberry House,
Since I was at Sharp, there's no question that the following crime is impossible.
It would have been different if they had an accomplice.
Or if there was a secret passageway.
How much longer do you plan to lecture me? Why don't we stop this already?
Oh, we got this. Oh, we got this. We got this. We got this. We got this.
That elevator was the only means of travel
No.
between the...
No, that's wrong!
Incorrect.
No, there should have been another way to move between the 2 houses without the elevator.
Such a method does not exist.
Then why don't we ask the person who actually used that method?
Oh, Nagito! Oh, Nagito!
You're the only one! Nagito, you should know.
What are you talking about?
Don't play dumb. You appeared so suddenly that one time because you used that method, right?
As I showed up.
There's a secret passage connecting the 1st floor of Strawberry House to the 3rd floor of Grape House. Isn't that right?
Jeez. Once again, I let the reserve course show up. But you're right. There's a door on the floor of the Octagon, which is on the 1st floor of Strawberry House. After I opened the door and went down, surprise, surprise! I ended up in the Monokuma Archive, which is on the 3rd floor of Grape House.
Meaning, the 3rd floor and the 4th floor are actually connected.
Plus, once you've cleared the final dead room once, you can pass through it as many times as you want.
If they used that secret passage, they could have gone between the 2 houses as much as they wanted.
Infinity Unlimited Flame!
Okay, shut up. Hornball.
However, what if the killer was unaware of the existence of the final dead room?
Hey, shut up.
There's no way they didn't know.
That is merely an illusion you have fabricated from your own suspicion.
Shut up.
If you value your
There's no way I can stop them.
don't make me.
Alright, you know what? We about to cook Gundam real quick. Hold on. Alright, bet.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say, your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
God damn it.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say, your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities? Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say, your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities? Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say, your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
Ah, God damn it.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say, your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities? Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say, your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
God damn it.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say, your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
Ah, dude.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say, your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
God damn it. Okay.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist,
Not me too.
you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say, your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
Okay.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say, your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
God damn it.
Even if the turbid box doesn't exist, you could travel through multiple planes, provided you use a spacious wormhole. However, how frail I say, your decayed illusion. Shall I feed you to the progeny of vile deities?
I can't back down!
I'm not backing down. Get out of here with this.
I already
bum.
proved a secret passage exists. The secret passage was at the Octagon.
Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the Octagon? Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light! Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the octagon. Don't bark, you cur! If you don't, at least pray to the key which dwells in the light. Know the limits of your own reasoning. You say the killer went to the octagon. Don't bark, you cur! If you don't want to drown in the maelstrom of...
Nah, get out of
Cut
here.
through those words. The wire used to string up Nekomaru's body. The hammer that looked like the weapon, and the chain on the door in the tower. Those are all the items that weren't in Funhouse. Where did the killer obtain them?
The only place I can think of is the octagon. There were various weapons and tools there. I'm pretty sure I saw stuff like wires, hammers, and chains too.
Since those items were used in the crime, there's no doubt that the killer went to the octagon.
If that's the case,
Idiot.
they obviously know about the secret passage too, right?
Mm-hmm.
It seems this is the end.
This is the
Normally
end.
we'd end up listening to Hajime lecture us with a very long summary of the case, but there's no reason to waste any more time on this opening act. So I'm going to end this right now.
Hey, what are you...
First of all, by messing with all the clocks in the building, Gundam tried to lure only Nekomaru. The elevator was probably broken by that point.
Hey, Nagitoro.
Thanks to that, Nekomaru wasn't able to go to Grape Tower, which was supposed to be the meetup point. So he tried going over to Strawberry Tower, just like we did when we found out the elevator was broken. Well, it's obvious he'd attempt that. At that time, we didn't know the two towers were the exact same place. Also, the button in Strawberry Hall wasn't broken, so he was easily able to enter Strawberry Tower. But surprise! Gundam was waiting for Nekomaru's arrival.
Hold on. If Nekomaru didn't go to Strawberry Tower, what would the killer have done then?
Their plan was a balancing act of uncertainties. But even if they failed, they probably wouldn't have minded. They can just greet everyone the next morning as if nothing happened, and come up with a different plan.
And without such a risky plan, they wouldn't have been able to lure him at all.
I'm going to continue summarizing the case, okay? Through this, Gundam successfully lured Nekomaru to Strawberry Tower. There's no way he could fight head-on with the robotic Nekomaru. So by pressing the goodnight button, he rendered Nekomaru powerless without fighting him.
Hold on! You... What did you just say?
What's wrong with that?
Don't mess with me! Don't mess with me!
Why are you angry all of a sudden?
You fools! Ha! You make me...
I don't understand anything.
It appears. Maybe I'm just a human What? It's obvious!
Are you saying you still have more?
Your words. You said I pressed... However, that button was on the...
It's not easy to get the drop.
It's even more difficult.
Just as I thought.
You used your
What's wrong,
hamsters.
Gundam? You're the one who's wrong.
Such a one... Listen well. First, you must provide a
Okay, shut up.
I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither!
Shut up, Gundam.
Trust as David prophesies! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Trust as David prophesies! Show me the cadaver! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Trust as David prophesies! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! Trust as David prophesies! For the Tanaka Empire! I won't let you! For the Tanaka Empire! Wither! It's Nekomaru's back.
Dark
Do you really
Lord
think
Dark
I can get
Davis.
behind him so easily?
This is the end.
You use your Dark Davis of destruction.
Even if you didn't get behind Nekomaru, you should have been able to press the button on the back of his neck. As long as you had the power of the hamsters you keep with you.
Oh? Are you seriously saying he used his hamsters to press the button on the back of Nekomaru's neck?
Of course, that'd be impossible for a normal hamster, but it would have been possible for Gundam. In fact, we saw that with our very own eyes, right?
Now that you mention it, after Ibuki was killed in the music venue, one of Gundam's hamsters retrieved the piece of wallpaper from the baton lighting, right? Hey, with your friends and their exceptionally smart brains, it must have been possible to secretly get one of them behind Nekomaru and press the button on the back of his neck.
How about it, Gundam?
Not just myself, but you. I have.
Admit it?
It appears I've obtained. Fine! Then you must. Victory can only be built upon. Now, pull the curtain strings of.
Man, now we gotta finally do this. Because Nagito's being a beat. Who set the clock's alarm? Who set the alarm clock alarm? Nope. There you go. Time to press the button. Nope. There you go. There we go.
Here's everything that happened in this case. Let's first go over the many tricks the killer prepared before they committed the crime. First, they destroyed the contact elevator. This separated Nagito and the others in Strawberry House from our group in Grape House. Next, they lured Nekomaru out by himself by turning back all the clocks in the funhouse by 2 hours. Additionally, in order to secure an alibi, the killer went to the Strawberry House lounge and set the wall clock's alarm to 5:30 a.m. After finishing their preparations, the killer went to Strawberry Tower with the necessary tools in hand. They obtained these tools from the octagon, which you can enter once you clear the final dead room. This means the killer discovered the secret of the funhouse faster than anybody else. That secret being, Strawberry House and Grape House are actually the same building. On the morning of the incident, Nekomaru woke up and headed over to Grape Tower for a specific reason. There, Fuyuhiko, who was at the lounge by coincidence, witnessed Nekomaru. According to Fuyuhiko's testimony, that was around 5 a.m., but by that point, the killer had already messed with our perception of time. In actuality, Fuyuhiko witnessed Nekomaru at 7 a.m. That's also the same time Monokuma Taichi begins. Nekomaru went to Grape Tower to participate in that. However, because the contact elevator was broken, Nekomaru was unable to go to Grape Tower, so he decided to try going to Strawberry Tower. But the killer was waiting for him there. With the power of hamsters, they were able to press the good night button on the back of Nekomaru's neck. This forced him to enter sleep mode, rendering him immobile. From there, the killer began preparing to use the ultimate weapon. First, they set the alarm in Nekomaru's chest to 7:30 a.m. so he'd wake up. Then they tied him up with a metal wire, tied the tip of the wire into a loop, and hung it on the doorknob. After leaving Strawberry Tower, the killer then destroyed the door button to Strawberry Hall. They did this to keep us from entering Strawberry Tower, and to keep us from discovering the secret of the building structure that they used to kill Nekomaru. Then, they used the secret octagon passageway to travel to Grape House. After arriving at Grape Hall, they pressed the button to open the door to the tower. When that happened, the elevator-like floor of the tower began descending, and Nekomaru's body was still inside, dangling upside down in midair from the wire. The killer entered Grape Tower to see if their setup was successful, and placed a hammer on the floor to look like the weapon, then wrapped a chain around the back door. This was done to make us falsely believe we couldn't enter the tower from Strawberry Hall. With this, the killer finished their setup and tried to go back to their room using the secret passage, so they could craft their alibi when Nekomaru died from the fall. But something unexpected happened. Fuyuhiko, who saw Nekomaru earlier, was still at the lounge. As a result, the killer couldn't return to their room, and with no options available, time ran out. The lounge's wall clock alarm started ringing at 5:30. Well, actually 7:30. To avoid a worst-case scenario, the killer was forced to appear in front of Fuyuhiko with the others. When the wall clock's alarm rang, that was also the same time Nekomaru was waking up. He woke up while he was still hanging upside down, so he couldn't help but sway his body powerfully. Originally, the loop of wire was only supposed to slip off the doorknob. But because there was a heavier load than expected, the doorknob ended up breaking. Nekomaru fell from the 4th floor all the way to the 1st floor. He crashed into the pillar, which decapitated him on impact, and the sound of Nekomaru's impact echoed throughout the funhouse. However, by this point, the killer's plan was about to fail, thanks to the broken doorknob and Fuyuhiko. Meaning, the killer is someone who wouldn't have heard the alarm if they were in the deluxe room. They also wouldn't have been able to return to their guest room, because Fuyuhiko was at the lounge.
Ain't that right, Gundam?
Someone is Gundham Tanaka. I can't think of anyone else but you.
Oh. We absolutely cooked.
Splendid. That was splendid. For a mere human, you did quite well.
Stop. Stop it already. Stop using weird words to avoid the truth. Or I'll friggin' kill you myself!
I cannot believe it. I just cannot believe. You killed Nekomaru? I cannot believe something like that.
You don't wish to forgive me? Do you feel regret? Then finish it! Cast your impure votes for Gundham Tanaka! My beloved, deadly foes, let the voting time begin!
Damn, GG's, bruh. Gundham Tanaka is the one who killed Nekomaru. For the 2nd time. Unfortunate, but that's the way it has to go, I guess.
This result isn't all that exciting. Now then, please pull the lever.
Shut up, Monokuma. I don't care about your stupid dialogue. Dun, 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 dun. Gundham Tanaka has been found guilty of murder. It'd be bad if I bit my tongue again, so I'll speak slowly. Judging from the results, you guys were correct once again. Getting 4 in a row without any mistakes is a splendid achievement. That's right, one who killed the robotic Nekomaru in the Amazing Funhouse was Gundham Tanaka.
Nice!
Yeah, I said all that without biting my tongue.
Now then.
Now that we decide who the killer is, let's do the execution already. Get this over with. Hold on. It's true the class trial is finished, but that doesn't mean the incident's over. We can't finish yet until we hear from Gundham.
Jeez.
No matter what he says, it won't change a thing. Well, I have no right to stop you either, so do whatever you like.
Fall, my tears.
Why do you want to talk to one who has lost? The loser merely leave. It would be just unnecessary for me to say so.
Listen well.
Is what I would like to say, but for honest's sake, I shall correct one thing. Correct?
How pitiful.
You guys said I made Nekomaru powerless without fighting him. That, however, is a great mistake. Huh?
Fine.
Nekomaru did fight. That is no mistake. And because he fought, he lost. And died.
Damn it!
Lost and died?
This, too, must be the will of causality.
If he was just trying to cling to life, there are many ways he could have done so. However, he did not allow that.
You.
What do you mean? Explain. Fine then. I shall reveal it all.
Let's make history.
Within the final dead room, I discovered the secret of the funhouse. And I devised the killing plan utilizing that secret. By tampering with all the clocks in the building, I succeeded in luring Nekomaru to the tower. And this is what happened. Nekomaru and I were alone in the tower, standing face to face with one another. I should say expected as much from Nekomaru. He sensed my subtle killing intent and instantly understood the situation. We met ourselves or stared down. In that situation, if he wanted to run away, it would have been easy for him to do so. He could have run away or even called for help. But he did not turn his back to me. Instead, he chose to fight that risk life and death.
That is
a fight that risked life and death.
Let me tell you
He was serious too. He gave it his all to try to kill me. If I had died instead, the mystery surrounding the case would have been even more complicated. We would never know why I, the victim, went to the tower by myself.
I can see it!
Nobody would know that the victim, me, was actually the one who planned the whole thing.
Could it be?
Nekomaru really did that?
Sensing even my subtle killing intent, as expected of you, Nekomaru.
This scorching, stinging, tense atmosphere. I've been a team manager for so long, I'd nearly forgotten this. This is great! What a comforting atmosphere!
That's a brave one.
And what is your reason? Do you intend to resolve this situation by killing me?
I am the Warlock, Gundham Tanaka. Heroes, lords of darkness, and even the gods themselves flee from me. I do not cling to any trivial reason. I'm simply going to kill you because your very existence is an annoyance.
You'll drench your soul with evil until the bitter end, huh? Splendid! In response to your spirit, I shall kill you with all of my might! I won't go easy on you! Don't even think about holding back! Don't waste your breath on cowardly tactics! Give me everything you got!
Nekomaru need I. Your blood will drench the foundation of my empire!
That is...
Why? Why did you fight? We are all friends. Why couldn't you stop this? Even if both sides agreed, it was still wrong. I would not argue. I have no intention of forcing my values upon you.
Let me tell you this.
However, I must say this. What's the point of living if you're just waiting until you finally die?
You weakling!
There's nothing courageous about that. That is abandonment, a mere feeling of resignation. Are you telling me to just wait till we starve to death? I'd rather have that happen to us than have our friends kill each other. Do you mean that you'd rather die?
Fall, my tears.
Ever since we were locked inside that building, everyone has been dominated by that feeling of abandonment. However, nothing is born from resignation. That is simply a reason to give up.
If you flinch, you will die!
Giving up on life, that's just an insult to life itself.
Let me ask.
Have you fools heard of the term dog eat dog? Cannibalism?
Fine.
In zoology, cannibalism is commonly observed phenomenon. Many creatures at some point in their lifespan engage in cannibalism.
Listen well!
That is what it means to live. If you say killing for the sake of living is evil, then what would you call giving up life itself?
I shall engulf this world.
If the world would consider that justice, then I will fight that world with every last fiber of my being. Giving up on life and choosing death is nothing but a blasphemy towards life.
I renounce you!
It's a violation of the natural order. It's the arrogance of humanity.
You.
Are you saying all that to try to justify what you did?
But...
It sounds like Nekomaru felt the same too. That's why they fought, right?
Damn it.
Fine.
That man had the courage to die when he needed to die. That is why he challenged me to our battle. Regardless, as I've already said, I do not intend to force my values upon you fools. I've betrayed you all. That is the absolute truth.
Fall, my
But
tears.
even so, don't you think it's a better alternative to slow you starving to death here?
Oh,
That belief is why you committed your crime.
you...
Hey, what about the final dead room? Did you do the Russian roulette too?
Let's make history.
Unlike Nagito, I only did it once, but compared to my battle with Nekomaru, that was mere child's play.
Well,
You know, after you listening to you talk for a while. I'm trying to think that it's also because you unexpectedly committed the crime without much resistance. Gundham, don't tell me you didn't sacrifice yourself for our sake, did you? I can't believe you asked such a foolish question.
My name is Gundham Tanaka.
Just who do you think I am? I am Gundham Tanaka, history's greatest monster. My cursed existence is feared by all mankind. There's no way I sacrifice myself for the sake of you.
Fade like dust in the wind.
Not in a million, not in a billion, not in 10,000 billion years. In the name of Panomium, it is impossible. Is that it? No, I'll just leave it at that. Now then, let us be rid of this foolish talk. It's about the time the fun starts. Monokuma, let us begin.
Yes, indeed.
Yay, got it. I prepared a special punishment for the ultimate breeder, Gundham Tanaka.
Please wait!
This is just too much.
I beg of you!
Monokuma, please help Gundham.
Huh?
Hey, Sonia,
I beg of you!
please I'm begging you.
How pitiful.
Sonia, an act in Unreal 5 as stopping from a man from going to his death does not benefit a noble such as yourself. Gundham, let's try to start from reals, right?
Fine.
Yes, I do not mind. However,
What is it, my 4 dark devas of destruction? Are you worried about me? Oh, my feared 4 dark devas of destruction. That is not like you at all. However, there is no need to fear. In this world, I am only a temporary visitor. I was simply visiting for a moment, and now that my duty is complete, I must return to the darkness. That is why, until the very end, pride, conceit, courage, insolence, fearful of nothing, daunted by nothing. Let us laugh uproariously! That is Gundham Tanaka! I shall stick with my evil until the very end! Open sesame pandemonium! I shall fill hell with true hell!
Let's give it everything we've got! It's punishment time!
nope. Oh, let's see Gundam's execution. Gundam Tanaka, Stampede, ultimate breeder. Is this guy gonna go to Animal Heaven? Is this guy going to Animal Heaven? Damn. Well, that's a bit sad. Gundam! No, no, no. Even after the Gundam is gone, the spirit of his parting words still linger deep in her chest. Don't give up on life. I misunderstand what he meant. And what's the right thing to do? I don't know. No matter how much I think about it, I don't know if I'll ever be able to answer that.
Damn it.
Damn it. I'm so pissed off. I need to throw something.
Damn
I
it!
spent so much time worrying about each other. All thanks to that. Things ended up like this. I'm so full of shit. Everyone passed one of them. But the biggest piece of shit is me.
The
Damn
worst.
it, why am I so weak?
Oh.
Such a downer. Really. But still, even though we feel this way, we still gotta do our very best.
You are right.
This time around, we must move forward. We must continue to live and believe in our friends. If not,
You are right.
Gundam will most likely crawl his way out of hell, and I presume he will be right across with us. You're right. You're right. We shouldn't just stand here. I mean, it's not like this is over. We still have to do it. We still have to finish this. For the sake of our friends who died, we need to finish this once and for all. So, don't just stand there. Stand up and walk. Move forward. Live. You don't. Everyone who fought and died would have died in vain. You can't allow that.
Hey! Hey!
How long are you gonna stand around chattering? The class trial is over, so okay, right you back over to Jabberwock Island. Oh, the cleaning school trip will proceed as usual, so make sure you know that.
Wait!
Hold on. How much longer you can keep doing this? Seriously, how long is he gonna keep doing this? How long is this gonna continue?
Now then.
Alright, after feeling down for so long and finally feel refreshed, right back and eat some food.
Hey,
Hold on a sec, the move shift is too damn fast.
It's not like that.
Well, you know, it's like Gundam Nekomaro said. That's what it means to live, right?
Huh.
Nice, you sent me something else. Sissy, I'm starving.
Hey, hey.
I'll come back for now and eat. And then after we're full, let's sleep as much as we want.
Right?
And then we do our best again. Yeah, you're right. W! W conclusion. Today's class trial has come to an end. Once again, we return to Jabberwock Island. The fire group has definitely diminished. But despite that, even if it's the rest of us, we did our best to stay upbeat and have fun together. And of course, the optimism was superficial. At that moment, we were able to forget about the dark despair looming before us. However, the only thing I was worried about was him. He wasn't there. He suddenly disappeared from my sight. Who's he? Oh, Nagito, why are you here? Yup, I'm definitely lucky. I never expected to obtain so much valuable information. Valuable things from a simple game of Russian roulette. Thanks to that, I was able to learn the true identity of our true enemy. And before everyone else too. And but it's just too funny. I mean, no one could tell that I was lying. There's no way the file had just Hajime's information.
well,
I guess they were too busy with other matters. Or maybe they reached their limit. Regardless, I was saved. Things would get complicated if they found out. Anyway, I can't forgive this. I can't forgive this.
damn it.
This should never have been forgiven. There's no way I can let this run loose. I'll be the one who stops this once and for all. Even if it costs me my life.
It's obvious.
For the sake of hope, I cannot ignore this. Oh, something got...
Monokuma appears!
Alright, Monokuma's arrived. Who summoned me?
Now then.
Thanks for coming.
What's this?
Why, it's a lonely little Nagito. Are you all alone tonight too?
What's the matter?
What's up? Your face looks scary. I see, so you can tell.
Hmm?
So you can do it. Hold on, whoops, wrong voice. Perhaps you found out who the traitor is. You know me well.
Wow.
Is what I'd like to say, but unfortunately I haven't learned that yet. I see. So even you don't know, huh? Looks like the final showdown is gonna take a little more time.
Hello.
So why'd you summon me anyway? Were you finally gonna confess your love?
Hey,
I summoned you because there's something I really need to ask you. It's about this special prize from the final dead room.
Hmm?
Oh yeah, what about it? There was information about 16 people in the file received. But isn't that weird?
Say what?
What's weird?
you don't even know?
Well, there's a traitor from Future Foundation hiding among us, right? Including the person, the total number of students will be 16, right?
Isn't that right?
But this file contains documents that were created at Hope State Academy, right?
Of course!
That's right. That's right, I just used the stuff from the former headmaster spent a long time making.
But
If this file contains information about the traitor, was that person also a former student of Hope State Academy?
Who knows?
I wonder.
hey,
Could it be? Is this your doing? Did you slip false information into this file? Are you trying to keep us from learning the traitor's identity by obtaining this information?
Hmm?
What's wrong with that? If it's my job to heat things up, it's okay if I do something small like that, right?
well,
That's not my point.
right?
My point is, you already know who the traitor is.
Hmm?
What's wrong with that?
You're getting all riled up!
Well, you're splendidly correct when you say I knew who the traitor was all along. But even though I know who it is, why do you think I ignored it on purpose? This is like one of me after losing her magic stick. The trader's existence means absolutely nothing to me. Your existence means nothing, huh?
No, no!
Well, that's just how I feel. I'm sure you guys feel somewhat different. After all, that person is the Evil Future Foundation lackey who's putting you guys through this awful stuff. That's not entirely true. I really did come out here to fight or anything like that. I said I came here to offer my cooperation, you know?
Huh?
Cooperation? Cooperation?
Hey,
Your purpose is to put everyone on this island with despair, right? That's why you're intentionally letting the trader do as they please, right?
Yep.
Yep. If that's the case, I may be able to cooperate somewhat too.
right?
However, in exchange, I want to know who the traitor is. I see. Interesting. Very interesting.
No!
Obviously, that's a big no-no.
Unbelievable.
I mean, I want to make everyone in your group feel despair. That includes you too.
Well,
I knew you would say that. Besides, I just wouldn't be able to handle the sadness when you inevitably betray me later on. Just what I thought. You saw right through me.
you're right.
No matter what situation I find myself in, my core way of thinking will never change. In order to create absolute hope that shines brightly, stepbladders such as myself and the spirit exist. You're right. A true believer of hope after all. You're a true believer of hope after all. I must say, the belief reminds me of that person for some reason.
Huh?
Reminds you? I don't know who you're talking about. There's someone as worthless as me. Remind you of some other person. They must be extremely unlucky.
Like...
You're just as unlucky, right? I mean, the fact that you're even involved in something like this.
Whoa.
Am I? I actually think I'm very lucky.
Say what?
Huh?
You don't know?
When you say that coming across this much despair is a rather rare opportunity, I can't rely on anyone on this island. That's why I have to be the one who does it. If I can eliminate despair from this island, I won't be a stepladder anymore. I'll become true hope. I'll become an existence that even be called the ultimate hope. The two of you are alike. You definitely remind me of him.
Hey,
There's one thing I want to ask you.
see?
Who are you waiting for on this island? Looks like I'm right again. You're definitely waiting for someone on this island. Is the person you're waiting for already on this island?
Hey,
Well, answer my question.
That's...
If that's the case, then if that person's already on this island, wouldn't that be exciting? Ah. As I thought. Ooh, bomb. 5 days, 11 hours, 13 minutes, and 30 seconds. I think we got time, my friends. Woo! Chapter 4 is gone, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, the trial is now over. Danganronpa. Nope. GG's. You know what? We're gonna end it here. Make sure if you guys enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.